Acting is art. Acting is a way of life. Many people have been asking how I've gotten into acting and want to know how they can act, which is a little offensive because you think you can just do what I do. Acting is probably the hardest job in the world. That's the first thing I want to say to you kids who want to start acting. Is not make money, eat food, and sleep in a trailer. That's the day-to-day of it, but there's so much more involved. Put it right up there with motherhood in terms of importance. Think about it. A doctor has medicine that he gives you that makes you feel better, but who makes the best medicine? No, laughter. Laughter is the best medicine. All of you would be dead right now if it wasn't for what I do on a semi-weekly basis, and also sometimes in movies when people hire me.
Do you make people laugh in movies?
But that's not why you guys are here today. You guys are here today to get some acting tips. The first thing you need to know about acting is tip number 1, how to get a job. All right, so what you have to do to get a job is you need to get yourself a middleman. So this is me. I get myself a middleman who then talks to another middleman who's working for this guy, the director or the writer, who's actually working for these guys up here, which are the producers. And these guys are also slightly just the middlemen for a larger production, which is all owned by Disney. So basically, how do you get you to Disney? And the answer is, you have to send me a check for $71 to our P.O. box, and then I will connect you with my middleman, who will connect you with this middleman, who connects with this middleman, until you get to Disney. And then once you finally get to the top, you have to spend 2 hours combing Walt's hair. They dig him up from the grave, brush it back, and whisper in his ear that you like him and that you want to work for him. He really likes it. Sometimes I will just blow gently in his ear, which is now just more of like a cavernous hole, and it makes a cool sound like a seashell. Then, after you've done combing Walt's hair and blowing in his ear canals, if he falls to his left, it means you're hired. If he falls to his right, you gotta try again. But now you've got a job, and then this is where every actor has trouble, because every actor knows how to get a job. The question is, how do you actually act? Here's some helpful tips that I learned actually acting. Like, these are not things you can learn in a class. These are not things you can learn over YouTube. So I'm gonna teach you over YouTube how to do it. The first thing that I learned is that unless otherwise stated, always safe to assume that you're playing a human being. This was hard for me because I'd get roles for characters like Tony or Samantha. Every single time I would walk into these rooms and I would begin like barking like a dog, or I'd begin meowing like a cat. There was one time I went in and I swore, I read the script and it said Vince swims up to Samantha. And I said to myself, what swims? A dolphin. And so I was like, this character is a dolphin. And first of all, I had spent weeks trying to change my skin tone to be dolphinish. And they throw me in the water and I'm supposed to swim up to Samantha. And I was like, but I'm a dolphin. 5-6 takes later, I'm getting yelled at by the director. I was never a dolphin, guys. I was a human the whole time. And what do we and human beings have in common as actors? We both have skin. Exactly. Another really helpful tip is always assume that you're allowed to breathe. They don't put it in the stage directions. It never says James continues breathing in between scenes. And so I was trying to hold my breath. I was trying my best to play this character who doesn't breathe oxygen. It was so hard. I couldn't do it. And I felt like a fake. I felt like a phony. It's like I'm a method actor. I want to do what the script is calling for. They're calling for somebody. Apparently he doesn't breathe. I have to make a choice as an actor. This is the next part about being an actor that's important. I had to make a choice. And the choice I made is that the characters that I play breathe oxygen. And so always, just go for that. So let's get one more helpful tip. I got time for one more hint for today. Improvisation. And see. Improv. Improvisation is probably the greatest weapon an actor has in his arsenal. Any animal in this world can read a script and say the lines. but it takes a true actor to be able to create something. It's a choice. It's like I said before with the breathing. I made a choice that my characters would breathe. You can make a choice what your characters say, what they're going to do. For instance, on the zombie set, if you remember this scene, I was supposed to stand still, but if you notice, I shift my shoulder to the right. And by doing that, I tell you that Bonzo is thinking. Now, he's not supposed to be thinking, it's not in the script, but in that moment, I created something and I made a choice. Improvisation is an amazing way to let the writer know that you feel that you're smarter than they are. That's what we learned today. I'm not going to overkill this video because I want you guys to really absorb these thoughts. So remember, you have to send me that money. And then after you send me the money, remember, you're human. You can breathe if you want to. And you can make a choice like improvisation. Well, let's open it up for some questions. So this is going to be the question and answer period. All right, so question? Nobody has a question. This is not live. This is recorded.
Yeah.
Okay.